Hi, I'm Dr. Patrick Graham, Marketing Chair and Board Member of Policy Pathways. Welcome to Policy Prospects. Policy Prospects is our new platform. It offers early insights into public policy, public administration, and international affairs degree and certificate programs at colleges and universities across the country. Today, we have with us Ms. Anna Abernathy, the Senior Assistant Director of Admissions, Office of Admissions of the O'Neill School of Public and Environmental Affairs with Indiana University. Thank you for joining us today, Ms. Abernathy.
Absolutely.
Well, I want to first thank you for joining us with Policy Prospects. And I want you to just take a moment, tell us a little bit about your school, its location, and your role.
Of course. So the O'Neill School of Public and Environmental Affairs is part of Indiana University's Bloomington campus, located in South Central Indiana. And we are the #1 ranked school for public policy and administration in the nation. And that ranking is based off of our Master's in Public Affairs degree. That being said, many of our faculty do teach at both the graduate and the undergraduate levels. So we really like to consider ourselves a top-ranked community of scholars and practitioners within the field of public policy and administration. My role as Senior Assistant Director of Admissions involves facilitating the recruitment, admissions, and scholarship allocation processes for students who have an interest in one of our 12 majors.
Oh, great. So #1 ranking. That's actually pretty impressive. Good way to start out. So that means you must have a very impressive student body. So talk to us a little bit about the demographics of your student body and anything else that stands out to you about students.
Absolutely. So IU Bloomington itself has 32,000 total undergraduates enrolled, and about 2,300 of those undergraduates make up our school at the O'Neill School. Last year, our university saw a record number of underrepresented minority students, which was incredibly exciting, enroll on our campus at 28% of the student body. 70% of our students tend to be Indiana residents, and about 30% are from out of state or international students. We're always excited to meet with out-of-state students who express interest in our school. And within the O'Neill School, our Office of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion works to ensure that all students of all backgrounds feel welcomed and included and supported at our school. Students in general at the O'Neill School tend to be natural leaders in our student body. Last year's commencement speaker was an O'Neill student, as well as the student body president. So our students tend to be really driven leaders and really want to make a difference in the world.
Great. So it sounds like you provide a lot of opportunity for leadership for your students. Tell us a little bit about what program options do you have related to careers in policy?
Sure. We have a few programs that come to mind. One of them is our Public Policy Institute, which is staffed by a team of researchers and faculty from the O'Neill School. And they deliver unbiased research and data-driven analysis to help public, private, as well as nonprofit sector organizations make important decisions and solve complex problems. This institute offers opportunities for undergraduates studying public policy to complete their internship. And actually, all students at the O'Neill School are required to complete an internship. And so we often assist students in helping to find those opportunities. Another unique program we offer here at O'Neill is the Washington Leadership Program, which enables students to spend a full semester living, completing coursework, and pursuing a full-time internship in Washington, D.C. We've had students intern on Capitol Hill for public policy think tanks, private companies, and so much more. So students in the program live together in an apartment building, and they take courses together in law and the federal government during their time in D.C. And they always come back from this experience with amazing stories of personal and professional growth. It's a great opportunity for students with an interest in law and policy to get that DC professional experience. And the last program I'll mention is our Civic Leader Center, which is a first-year living and learning community made up of about 100 freshmen with a passion for civic engagement and leadership at IU. And these students have the opportunity to take smaller class sizes within their residence hall. They hear from guest speakers in a weekly seminar, and they also have the opportunity to participate in community engagement and service projects throughout the year.
Wow, very interesting. I like the fact that you provide a variety of experiences for them. At the end of the day, a lot of our students obviously want a college experience, but they're also pursuing degrees. So talk a little bit about what degrees you offer, and do you offer any certificates related to policy?
Yes, definitely. So we offer 5 undergraduate degrees within the O'Neill School at IU Bloomington. And these are in varying fields. So we have an arts management degree, we have a healthcare management and policy degree, and we also have a couple of environmental degrees as well. And all of these things touch on topics that are important to the realm of public affairs, arts in our communities, healthcare and its accessibility. But I would say the main degree program that we offer that really is geared towards policy interests is our Bachelor of Science in Public Affairs. This is our largest degree program within the school. And within that degree program, there are 8 different majors that students can choose from. So one of those majors is our Law and Public Policy major. And then we also have a policy analysis major. So the Law and Public Policy major is focused on kind of law and government with a little bit of an intro into the realm of policy studies. And that policy analysis major just doesn't much of a deeper dive into policy analysis and gets a little bit more into data analytics. We also offer minors in law and public policy, policy studies, healthcare policy, as well as education policy. And those are just our majors and minors that kind of touch on policy, but we do have other majors as well.
Very outstanding. And so what are the requirements for many students to enter into the university?
Sure. So first, students must be admitted to Indiana University Bloomington. And so IU Bloomington's admission requirements can be found on the admissions website. And then once students are admitted to IU, we then take a look at their application if they've expressed interest in one of our majors. So for example, if a student lists in their application that they're interested in policy analysis, our admissions committee here in the O'Neill School will take a look. And we do require a minimum of a 3.5 GPA on a 4.0 scale from high school transcripts in order to be directly admitted into one of our majors. And then we tend to look for a test score of 1280 on the SAT or a 27 on the ACT. That being said, this year IU adopted a test optional policy, which enables students who don't have access to a test score or maybe have not been able to get a test score to apply to IU without a test. And so they will still be considered for admission and reviewed on a more holistic basis.
Good. And where do many of your graduates go to pursue their careers?
Our graduates go on to pursue a variety of career paths. So about 2% of our graduates start out in Washington, D.C., launch their careers there. Many of them actually find their jobs through the Washington Leadership Program. They'll start with an internship and then be offered a position when they are ready to graduate. Many of our students also do pursue continuing education after their undergraduate career, either going on to law school at schools across the nation, or pursuing a master in public affairs or master's in public policy. So those are also popular options for many of our graduates. And then we also have quite a few students who go on to work either in consulting or for public policy think tanks in large cities across the US.
Great. And let me just ask you, is there anything else you would like us to know or remember about the program or students?
That's a great question. Thanks for asking that. I would say the one thing that I would add is our motto, which is lead for the greater good. So all students at O'Neill, regardless of whether they're studying healthcare reform and policy or whether they're studying education policy, all of our students tend to be individuals who want to make a difference and want to make an impact on the world. And so we want to help them do that and kind of walk with them along their college career.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for joining us, Ms. Abernathy, and thank you for being part of Policy Prospects. And we only look forward to great things for Indiana University and appreciate your time.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.